That's an Oculus sensor. That's an Oculus sensor. That's an Oculus sensor as well. That's an Oculus sensor. Look. 2 Oculus sensors here. And there's 2 more there. And there's 4 more on that column. And they are just everywhere. Welcome to the VR League Onward Invitational with Intel and ESL UK. I'm Matt Andrews on my 3rd trip of my 3in3in2, which is 3 different gaming and esports events in 3 different continents in just 2 weeks. Last week, well, in fact, just a few days ago, I was at E3 in Los Angeles, and prior to that, I was hosting the Zotac Cup Masters in Taiwan. Now I'm in Leicester, in the heart of the UK, with the wonderful ESL UK guys, hosting a VR esports tournament, specifically on Oculus Rift, for 10 players at a time. And the Onward Invitational, Onward being a 5-on-5 first-person military sim, a little bit reminiscent of CSGO if you want something to sort of register it against. But you play it on Oculus or Vive, but here on Oculus. In this incredible space that the ESL UK studio has been turned into. So if you've never been here before in Leicester, there's where our audience would sit and all the lighting, and up there is where the casting and my analyst desk is over on that side. Now the stage looks brilliantly like this. So all of our 10 players, 5 on this side, and the lights change, so one side is blue and one side is orange. And 5 on this side, all playing in these spaces, on these plinths, wearing an Oculus headset, and ear defenders with comms, and touch controllers, and some players, knee pads. Because Onward is a physical military simulator. If you need to hit the dirt in the game, you do, on this board. You don't press the crouch button, you crouch, or lay down and go prone, or roll over. If you need to move, then that's done with sticks on the touch controllers. You are using them for locomotion, that's what we call it in VR games. So you are using sticks and buttons, but everything is done for real in real life. In terms of handling your weapon, aiming it, you're using the 2 controllers like you would with 2 hands on a rifle. If you want to check the game time, like how much time is left in the round, you have to put your weapon down by letting go of a button and dropping your controllers, and then checking your watch in-game to show you how much time is left on the round clock. And when you get to the uplink, which is the objective on the map, to use it, you have to put your weapon down and pull out your tablet from your body armour, and then type in a 7-digit code, which is displayed on the tablet until you start typing it in. So you have to learn the 7-digit code, which changes every round, and you have to type that in-game, in VR, to complete the uplink if you're the attacking team. You want to talk to your team? Yes, we give everybody ESL ear defenders, which is this is kind of standard things on pretty much all the events we do with ESL and other esports around the world. Depending on what it is, depending on the stage setup, they might have white noise pumped into them so you can't hear casters and things like that. Here they can't hear casters through these, but they can use the mics to talk to each other. But one really interesting thing about Onward, specific to that, and I don't think of any other games that do this in comms, is if I'm playing in game and I talk into that mic and you are near me, you can just hear me in the game. You will hear my speech, you will hear what I say. So if you're on the enemy, you know my position. You might know I'm on the other side of a wall to you, because you literally hear me making my comms in game. What you can do in game, if you take one hand off your weapon and you go up like this, is every player is wearing a radio in game, and you can do push to talk. Now if I push a button on my shoulder, for real in real life, well, there isn't a real button, but doing the action in real life, in game means you use your on-shoulder radio to talk to the other members of your team. Then they all hear you through earpieces in game. But if you're standing near me when I push to talk and talking to my radio, you will also hear me, just like you can hear me right now. So that's a really clever thing. They use the mics for that, but they can be heard in game as well as on the headsets. And then we have all these sensors. Every player is using 4 of them. So for this space here, there is 1 in each corner pointing at him. And so these spikes, the light bars that we've got here, don't make the stage look a bit shinier. Like this. At the moment, all the stage lights are on because we're in between matches, so we've got to reset the stage and bring more players out onto it. So yeah, this one is for the guy who's standing in this corner, and then there's 1 here pointing that way, and there's 4 all pointing to this space. Got these wooden plinths. When you've got the headsets on, it's to help you find that you're in the middle of your space. You can walk off of them, but it gives you an idea where the centre of it is, which may or may not be useful depending on your playstyle. Some players are in shoes, some players are in socks, some players are barefoot. Some have got knee pads on, some are in shorts, some of them have torn trousers, broken, through where the knee is and stuff like that, because there's a lot of hit the dirt. It's really exciting. It looks like this.